Vision of the living, water, oil, and banquet. Several weeks ago, I had a vision, and this week I have been released to share this with you, along with the encouraging and loving words that Yeshua has given me for his bride. I was praying at the throne, kneeling in front of Yeshua. As I prayed, he reached for a large golden pitcher. He lifted it and began to pour it over me, and the flow was continual and endless. His precious living water. There was no end to the supply of living water, it kept flowing and flowing. I was washed and cleansed, purified and refined, healed and sanctified, all at the same time. He was smiling so big, his joy was contagious. He then set the pitcher down but immediately picked it up again. This time, his anointing oil of gladness poured and poured from the pitcher over me, completely sealing every pore in my body, and again, it was an endless flow. He expressed to me that as he pours his oil over all of us, we are then sent with his anointing to share his message of love with all we come in contact with. As we interact with others, this oil will do one of two things. If the people we come in contact with are open to his love, the oil literally drips off of our hands as we love them, onto them, and is absorbed and then given out by them in turn to others. If they are not receptive, the oil beads up but won't absorb into them and falls to the ground unused. He then put the pitcher of oil down, and turned and held his right arm out to a scene behind him. He said to me, "Look what is waiting for you." As I looked behind him, he showed me the banquet table, with all of its settings perfectly arranged, absolutely beautiful and golden and illuminated. There were very ornate chairs with very high backs, intricately designed, and each seat had the name of one of his precious saints. He gestured to one of the chairs and said to me, "One of these seats has your name written, my love. You do not have to wait to join me in the feast. The celebration has begun. My kingdom lives within you now. You can experience the joy of my wedding in every moment now. Your spirit dwells with me. Celebrate and have much joy now. Why wait?" Then the vision ended. He has been speaking about the many meanings of this vision, and this morning spoke an encouraging word for his church. While explaining things to me, I was standing again before him with many other saints, and it was snowing. The snow, however, was not snow as we know it. It was millions upon millions of precious jewels of every variety, shape and color, and they were being rained down like snow upon his believers as we caught them, and they were absorbed into us. He just beamed and radiated pure joy and happiness and peace. My precious and dear souls, how I love each of you so very much. My love for you is endless, as my jewels continually rain down upon you as my gift to you. The relationship I offer you is like no other. I alone will satisfy your every desire. I alone will fulfill you and care for you from the depths of my being. Each one of you was intricately created and formed and breathed into by my very hands, and my very breath. You are like no other, and you are precious. All I have is yours. We cannot be separate. You are breathed into existence by the one and only living God, and with that comes great and awesome privileges. It is time for you to recognize who you are in me, who we are together. I have washed you with my living water, and this flow will be continuous to keep you in a constant state of sanctification and cleansing. My supply is endless. Do you not realize this? I am unlimited in all things. Once you have been washed and cleansed, I then pour my oil of gladness over you, allowing you to be that vessel I can use to display my love for a lost and dying world. This oil is an ordination, so to speak, as I am bringing you to a new order. You now will walk and speak and live in kingdom principles and mandates, not the world's. When I tell you to speak, you will speak with my authority and power and boldness. When I tell you to move, you will do so without hesitation, knowing that I have ordained each and every step of your lives, and when in agreement with me, all things must come to be as you prophesy them. Being heirs of the heavenly kingdom gives you this power to command my will, and it will be done on this earth. My people, it is time for you to command in my name. Take authority over what has been given to you. This is what I have called my people to do. An army receives instruction and immediately obeys their orders. You must do the same. More than ever before, You must know who you are representing, as the enemy would like nothing more than to make you feel inferior and powerless. This is nothing but lies. Read again about my prophet Ezekiel. When I told him to prophesy to the dry and dead bones, he did. When I spoke to him to tell the wind to breathe life into them, he did. Do you see what happened? A mighty army arose as a testimony to my power and existence. You are called to do the same. Prophesy my words of truth, and much will be accomplished in this place. You must act now, however. Do not delay, time is of the utmost importance. Speak love and speak life. I am opening doors before you that have not been opened before. Walk boldly and with much courage, my saints. The battle is won, you are victorious, and we celebrate together. Yeshua. Exodus 29:7. Then shalt thou take the anointing oil, and pour it upon his head, and anoint him. Page 46. Behold, I come. Messages from Father, Volume 2, 2013-2014. Leviticus 8 verse 12. And he poured of the anointing oil upon Aaron's head, and anointed him, to sanctify him. Psalm 45 verse 7. Thou lovest righteousness, and hatest wickedness. Verse. Therefore God, thy God, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. Psalm 92 verse 10. But my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of an unicorn. Verse. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Proverbs 15 verse 15. All the days of the afflicted are evil. Verse. But he that is of a merry heart hath a continual feast. Song of Solomon 4 verse 15. A fountain of gardens, a well of living waters, and streams from Lebanon,